happy, which is how I countered the first time, because I was like, isn't it like that right here? That's why I first like him.
Okay, I'm back to that. Listen to me very carefully. So you can see here. I'm Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is what no one else knows.
Nice thing. With so good.
So good.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Take swag, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're back to the crowd. Wait a minute. I got the hand.
You do, like, they are the bomb. I don't like the other. Ours?
Need a bag or anything? No, sir. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
And so the next he said,
So you got to do is just look at the red button there and push them up. That's
Round of applause for Mike Colter, Luke Cage!
What's that? Hi, guys. You guys look great. Nice costumes.
I know.
Can everyone hear us okay? Woo! Yeah? All right. I'm going to start off with a couple questions, then we're going to go to the audience. Is that okay, Mike?
Sure.
So I've got to ask a very important question. You are so good at playing Luke Cage. Like, this is like a character you were born to play.
Okay.
Is there an episode where you just ride around on a Harley and say "Sweet Christmas" the whole time? Because I would watch.
You know, guys, I hate to disappoint you, but we're going to see less of the Harley in Luke Cage because Luke Cage is a lot about laying low. And as we talked about when we were doing the show, it's pretty hard to lay low when you're in Harlem and you're a big black guy riding on a Harley. It's not very incognito.
Cox and Elden Henson, come on!
I had no idea there's going to be this many people. We have a lot of love for Daredevil.
So did you not know that?
Huh?
Did you not know that there was that much love for Daredevil?
I just didn't think there'd be this many people in the room.
How are you guys doing? Are you doing St. Louis?
Yes. I haven't seen much of it, unfortunately. I got in late last night and came here this morning, so.
Have you been to the City Museum in St. Louis? You should go to the City Museum.
Yeah.
It's the most magical place on earth. It's fantastic. So, let's get right into questions. We've got people lining up, yeah? Great, all right,
Well, sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. I seem to always lose my beard every time I get a job. I remember Jeff Loeb saying, you know, I can't find any comics where Foggy has a beard.
Years ago, I was in a restaurant in London, and this waitress came up to me and she said, "Oh my God, you're the guy from Stardust." And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like really excited, you know. And she was like, "Oh my God, I love that film. It's so cool." And I was like, "Oh, thanks so much." And then she looked at me and she goes, "So why'd you give it all up?"
Charlie, how much of your own stunts do you do in the show?
So it depends a lot on, thanks for the question, it depends a lot on the scene. I learn all of the scenes in their entirety. And then what happens is, we shoot all of the scenes with me, and then we shoot all of the scene with Chris Brewster, my stunt double. And then when they get in the edit, they pick and choose, you know. And I really enjoy that aspect of it, and I really get stuck in. I really love doing it. So I think they're able to use a lot of me, and they try and use me as much as they can. There are certain things I can't do. There are certain things I'm incapable of doing, and there are certain things I'm legally not allowed to attempt.
They're trying to make it easy on us, I guess, by the sofa and the chair. If you don't mind. That's too easy. So, how do you begin these things? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? The last time I was in St. Louis, I was driving a motorcycle. A tricycle, really. That's two wheels in the back, one wheel in front. I had helped design the motorcycle. We started in Chicago, and this firm, American Wrench, had said, we'll make you a bike, and I said, great, let's design a new type of bike, and I'll drive it from Chicago to Los Angeles. And our first stop will be St. Louis. I had no idea what I was saying. So the bike was being made, and then finally I came to Chicago the week before we were going to take off, and I did a lot of publicity about, yeah, I'm driving cross country in a new bike. We're going to stop at 8 cities and raise funds for the American Legion Scholarship Fund, and I'm going to shoot a documentary at the same time, and I'll be driving the bike 12 hours a day. Nothing to worry about. So I spent a week doing publicity, saying I'm leaving, and I still hadn't been on the bike because the bike was having troubles being made. Finally, you know, the finishing touches. And finally, it was Tuesday morning. I still hadn't been in the bike, or on the bike. And there had been 4 tornadoes Monday evening in Chicago. We were 15 miles south, and it hadn't affected us, but your city was underwater at the time. And we were headed this way, a motorcycle group. And finally, the bike arrived at 11 o'clock, and the press conference was at 9. So there were 150 irritated people waiting to photograph the bike and me, and all of us leaving Chicago. And they brought the bike out. I looked at it for the first time and then I got on it. There was a button saying start, so I pressed the button, shifted the gear, and nothing happened. The bike didn't move. The bike had failed. And in great embarrassment, we all retreated to a boardroom and said, what do we do now? I've done all this publicity saying, I'm driving cross country and that. So we rented a bike from Harley-Davidson. And we shipped the new bike, new design, as an example. It's a prototype, and we just fixed it because an electric well had gone wrong, apparently. And we were going to fix it. And so we drove across the country, filming and raising money, and it was a life-changing event for me, in that the heavens parted as we made our way. A day or so after you had been underwater, you were not underwater. The roads were clear. We sailed on through, raised money at the local American Legion post, and then kept on going. I mean, the whole trip, we never got rained on, although it was raining everywhere else. And the longer I went, and the more jeopardy I felt my life was in. I mean, when those big trucks come at you, and when those cars angle over, they look at you, and then they begin to veer towards you, you realize when you're on a motorcycle at 70 miles an hour and faster across the highways, your life is in jeopardy. And the heat, it got so hot at times you couldn't touch the signals. You burned your hands. And the more appreciative I was of being alive, the more aware I was of how beautiful our country is. The greatness of the cities and the majesty of the nature, and the scent of the air, and the feel of the air, the feel of the road, and the camaraderie of everybody. It was an enormous experience, those 8 days. And like I say, the first day that we came through was through this city, and I saw part of the city you guys don't see much of. Anyway.
I'm very well. I got in a bit late last night, I got up to it, so I was a bit like that. But other than that, absolutely splendid.
Lovely. Have you been checking out the town floor and all that?
Not really, no. I have to say, I've been either in the photo booth or at the signing booth, really. That's the shame of it, is that I never really get to kind of check out the actual con in quite the same way. But I get to do this, so it's all right.
Hey, that's all right. Are you a gamer at all? Because there is an amazing game.
Really? What? Tell me. I'm not actually. I'm not a gamer.
No, well, they have an amazing video game. The Street Fighter. The Street Fighter.
Oh, I used to love Street Fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to love it, man. It was great.
So what do you geek out over? What's like your thing? I mean, we're all geeks of Doctor Who, right?
I'm a geek of Doctor Who. I love football. I'm a big music fan, like Oasis, Radiohead. I don't know really. I mean, I thought the new Star Wars was really good. I haven't seen some of the other ones.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not judging.
When you first got casted on, what did it feel like to be on the set?
Oh God, it was nerve-wracking. Because you can't go, I mean, you know, the first day you walk in and there's David Tennant in the costume, and you're in his costume, and you're like, what the hell am I doing here? And then you've got to regenerate, and everyone's, literally like 90 people, everyone's like staring at you going, what's he going to do? And it took a while for me to sort of bed in, I think. But it's such a great crew, and I was lucky that I had Karen and Arthur. Because, you know, as I said, we sort of all went through it together, in a way, which makes a difference. But I think it's harder for someone like Jenna, who had to come in and, you know, I was up and running at that point, and you've got to suddenly adapt to all this mad stuff. But it's nerve-wracking, because you're on the TARDIS and you kind of go, this is definitely the TARDIS. And there's Doctor Who. Oh, wait there, I'm Doctor Who. No.
Alright guys, put your hands together for our special guests, Billie, Piper, and David Tennant!
By Benjamin. Where's Benjamin?
Right here.
Oh,
thanks, Benjamin. I'm going to wear this for you. Thank you.
Oh, look, he's got another one there.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
yeah, you can go too.
Oh, thank you. I'm really happy about this. I was longing for this when I saw you having. Thank
That's it.
you. There we go.
So you guys having fun?
Yeah.
Convention?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
You already got in this morning.
That's what he has to say.
I
For
don't
all
know.
of our hearts.
Good Rose Tyler, can I borrow your jacket?
Yeah, maybe he was cold. Oh, he said Rose Tyler, I.
I want to borrow your jacket. I broke your hair curlers.
I like your bathroom set. Rose Tyler, I like your bathroom set.
All possibilities.
Yeah. This has to be the best question. Imagine if this isn't the best question that's ever been asked.
No, you're leaving.
Where are you going?
Sit down, guys. This is the best question.
This is the best question
No,
that's ever
guys,
been.
come back.
There's a lady in a fez who's about to ask the best question that's ever been asked.
So hello, first of all, I really love you guys. Doctor Who holds a really special place in my heart. So in 2014, my brother passed away. He was 18, and talking about Doctor Who was the first thing that got me to talk again after he passed away. So thank you. And then, so my question is, if you could be in any episode outside of like the areas that you were in, what episode would that be?
Oh, actually was the best.
That was the best.
Actually, thank you so much.
Wow.
It's a really hard one to answer as
I'm
well.
sorry, I was so caught up with you there. I didn't hear the question.
So outside of the ones that you were in, what would your favorite episode be? So
I
you could
see.
be in a different one that you were not in.
For me, it would probably, it's probably an easier question for me to answer because I grew up as a fan of Doctor Who.
Thank you,
It's
David.
very much my
You always know how to say it.
So for me, it would probably be one of the ones that I have the earliest vivid memories of, which would probably be something like Genesis of the Daleks, which I would have been, I'd have been 4 or 5 when that was on TV, and yet I have such vivid memories of that, such clear visions in my head that then of course meant so much when then I get to be in the show with Elizabeth Sladen, for instance, with Julian Bleach doing his Davros, sort of with every bit of the scene, vigor and electricity that
So happy right now. So happy.
So for me, it would be something like that. It would be that bit where Tom Baker's got the 2 wires and he's going, "Do I have the right?" he does his face. It'd be something like that for me.